Mikasa punched herself in the face 3 times. Why? Why? You could have gave him a proper answer. But if I said no, he would probably hate me. No, even worse. He would probably dump me. I do love him. I do want to marry him. But this early? Misa can understand on one hand why Sir Flowers chose it to be so early. He wanted this nightmare to end. He wanted them to be free from villains. And basically Misa was the key to help him get his full potential, his full power. His current power that he had was only a fraction of it. Just a fraction of his power. His Titan form, his dragon form, his dinosaur form, all of that was just a fraction of his power. And she could help him unlock his full potential, his full power. And she could help him save the world. And all she had to do was to say yes. She even couldn't even give him a simple answer. And that's what made her mad at herself. She then looked over on her side of the room. She looked on her desk and saw a little family photo picture of her in Super Final Wars 2 years ago. This picture meant a lot to her. She always figured that this picture means something, be a symbol of something. Perhaps their love would have meant something. And now Mikasa felt like she ruined it. She ended up shedding tears while holding the picture pretty closely. Mr. Flowers, he was sitting down with his friends and having a little drink. Luckily, they were just drinking soda. So did she say yes? She didn't give me an answer. She just stood there quietly. Instantly, everyone spit out their drink. What? Well, guys, you gotta think. It's their relationship. It's basically dating for 4 weeks, basically. And to me, this is like a little too early for marriage. Heck, I'm pretty sure she's not even ready for marriage yet. You have to understand her at that point. Yeah, but for Burning Godzilla, she's basically the only thing on how he can get his full power. I mean, without his full power, we don't stand a chance against Bagan. He's like a bit more powerful version other than regular Bagan. Guys, look. I'll give her some time to get some. I'll give her some time to think. And when she's ready, she'll text me. Hopefully. She'll text me to come back to the house, and I'll see what she's. I'll see how it goes from there. Sir Farmer's voice almost sounded like it was at the road of sadness itself. It almost sounded like he was sad. So let's also notice that he was shaking instantly. Dude, are you okay? Huh? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm gonna go get myself another Pepsi. Maybe a little snack. So Farms walked away. Everyone couldn't help to feel like it was their fault. That Sir Final Wars is kind of deeply depressed. He does love Mikasa, and he wishes he could wait. But he just wants to end this nightmare. He just wants to live in peace with his girl. Sir Files went to Mikasa's old house. The house where she was born. Her childhood home. He looked at it. And he saw the memories about what happened. Is that what she's afraid of? Is that why she didn't give him a proper answer? She was afraid that she'll lose him? It's a similar way on how she lost her parents? He sighed. He sat down on a little chair and just looked at the ring. Maybe I went a little. I don't know why I'm so sad. Once I didn't give me an answer, why am I sad about that? I can always wait. Sir Farmers placed the ring down, somewhere he could see it. And he just looked at it. How in the world would my dad expect me to propose to Mikasa like this? She didn't give me a proper answer. So much for the famous love story in history. Farmers put out to shed a tear. Well, he ended up, basically wiping his face. And he ended up catching one of his tears and ended up looking at it. He stared at it. He then looked outside and wondered, what was she thinking? Back at the house, Mikasa was still crying. Although, she was not crying of sadness. She was crying at anger. She was both angry and sad. She was angry at herself for not giving Sir Farmers a proper answer. And she was sad on how the way Sir Farmers looked sad himself when he walked out. Luckily, she was very, very quiet when it came to crying. She wiped her tears. She then ended up catching one of her tears and ended up looking at it. Super final words. She looked at the picture again. She then looked outside. She wondered if she really hurt his feelings that badly. Sir Farners rarely showed himself when it came to crying. Even Hanji ended up realizing it was basically rare for Sir Farners to cry. And he had his reasons. One, because he was the first person that actually had a little bit of a resistance when it came to crying. It's unknown which side of the family he got that from. Mikasa thought about it. She realized that she too wants his nightmare to end. And if that means he's getting married early, so be it. She loves Superfire so much. So much, in fact, that she couldn't even stop thinking about him. She wants to marry him. She wants to be his bride, his queen. And let alone, she wants to be a mother of his children. She wasn't pregnant. They didn't actually get any chance on making out. Mainly because he was so busy on this whole villain, on their enemy's end. As far as being back to Paradis, he was just so focused on catching up that they barely had any time to make out. But Misa still wants to be the mother of his children. She wants it all. And she promised her mother that she'll pass down her mark to any of her own children. And so, she has made the decision. She decided that she will marry Super Final Wars. She didn't even care if it was early or not. She would rather die than seeing Super Final Wars sad. She didn't even care. All she cared about was accepting Super Final Wars' proposal and becoming his wife. She instantly wiped her tears away and instantly went out looking for him. She ended up finding Kinata 3 and still and the others. Where did Super Fire Wars go? Oh, hey Mikasa, he went that way. Mikasa started running towards the direction where Super Fire Wars took. She was catching out of breath until she realized she was heading to a familiar path. But she had to keep on running because it was raining, and the rain was washing the tracks away. She only had so much time left. And she didn't want to waste it by trying to figure out which path, or why this path seems so familiar. She kept on running and running.